What is going on, everyone? My name is Jason, and these are the OVC H15 noise canceling headphones. Okay, so hands down, one of my favorite tech purchases of 2017 have been these guys. These are the Bose QC35 noise canceling headphones, and they are awesome. Trying these on for the first time and turning on the active noise canceling, it was definitely one of those rare times where my mind was legit blown by how amazing technology is. Now, I did a full review on them a few months back. If you're interested in taking a look, take a look at the corner right now, and that link will take you to the video. Now, as dope as these headphones are, they do come at a pretty steep price. Totally worth it in my opinion, considering that the term active noise canceling gets thrown around way too liberally these days. I would say majority of the headphones that claim noise canceling don't do much at all. And even the ones that do, only a handful can come close to offering the same active noise canceling abilities that the Bose has, and those are usually within the same price range. So you can imagine just how skeptical I was when I was reached out to by some folks over at a small startup company called OVC, asking if I'd be interested in checking out their H15 active noise canceling headphones that cost, check this, $45. That's less than a seventh of the price of the Bose QC35s. But I checked out the reviews on Amazon and they were really high, and a lot of people were commenting that these are no joke solid noise canceling headphones. So that was enough to pique my interest, and OVC was cool enough to send out a pair of the H15s, and this is what they look like right out of the box. So you have these earbuds nestled in this molded plastic. Nothing outstanding in terms of unboxing, but given its price point, it's totally understandable. Underneath the box, you have your standard paperwork and a little carrying case that has some additional goodies inside. First, you have your micro USB cable that's used to charge the H15s, some additional silicone ear tips for the headphones themselves, which is nice. There's this magnetic clasp that I believe is used for cable management, which is pretty cool. And it also comes with this plane adapter in case you're riding an older plane and you want to plug into the in-flight entertainment. Might seem weird to include this, but active noise canceling headphones, the good ones at least, really shine the brightest on a plane, and this adapter comes standard with all the noise canceling Bose headphones as well. When looking at the headphones from a design perspective, you get some decent build quality considering that these are budget headphones. The cable is nicely braided, and though it's not made out of the toughest material out there, it's still way better than being stuck with a normal flimsy cord, especially in this case because the cable is really long. It has this Y-split design, and at the base right before the split, there's the built-in remote. I love where the remote is placed. A lot of other headphone manufacturers put the remote on one of the cables right here near the driver, and what happens then is that usually kind of throws off the weight distribution, and you're more likely to lose the seal in your ear when you're moving around a lot, especially when you have a big remote like this one. Having it centered balances the weight distribution, and it's noticeably more comfortable. You have your standard 3-button layout, which allows you to control the volume, track skipping, and answer and make calls, as the remote comes in with a built-in microphone, which works surprisingly well. Now on the side of the remote, you have an additional ridged button that's labeled bass, which turns on the bass boost feature these headphones come with, something we're going to come back to during the sound quality portion of this review. Now near the base of the cable is where you have your primary module that controls the active noise canceling on these earbuds. It's a really simple and clean design that's straightforward and easy to use. Just press the big aluminum button on the housing and it will activate the noise canceling feature on the H15s, as well as provide 2 green indicator lights to let you know that it's on and how much battery is left, which is convenient. Moving on to the drivers, it's clear that the H15s were inspired by the Bose QC20s, and I gotta admit, I was a little bit concerned that these may just be cheap knockoffs. The housings are made primarily out of plastic, and though they don't feel primarily premium in the hand, they're really lightweight, which makes them comfortable to wear over long periods of time. The rubber ear tips are probably one of the best, if not the best ear tips I've had on a pair of earbuds. My ears haven't always been the most cooperative with earbuds in the past, but these provide the most confident seal in my ears without any discomfort. Even with the remote dangling, I can shake my head pretty aggressively without even the slightest break in the seal. Plus, OVC does include 2 additional sets of ear tips to help you find the best fit, but overall, I'm loving this. So one of the unique features of these headphones, aside from the noise canceling, is that these actually have a dual driver system. One set of drivers for audio when the active noise canceling is turned off, and another separate set of drivers for when the active noise canceling is turned on. Now, OVC put this in place because often when you have headphones with effective noise canceling, unfortunately, you often sacrifice some sound quality. a thing that happens even in high-end noise-canceling headphones. So it's a really creative approach by OVC to give you the best of both worlds. In terms of the sound quality without the ANC on, it's decent. And by that I mean that it meets the sound quality expectations of a stereotypical pair of $50 headphones. Without the bass boost on, the sound is more treble focused and light on the bass. In return though, you have a very clean, crisp sound. If you turn on the bass boost on the remote, however, you get a significant boost in the low end, which is great if you're into certain types of music, but you do lose some of that clarity of the sound. Overall, the sound quality is pleasant enough for the average consumer, and any drawbacks will likely be forgiven or completely overlooked once the active noise cancelling is turned on. Now, if you're new to active noise cancelling technology, to oversimplify, on the outside of the drivers you have these perforations, and in there's actually microphones that pick up ambient noise in your surroundings. The headphones will then implement a sound wave that will complement the ambient noise, and based on how well the technology was designed, will significantly reduce or remove the ambient noise from the headphones. Now, to get right to it, the active noise cancelling on the H15s is surprisingly good. Now mind you, I'm keeping in mind the ludicrously cheap price. To be completely honest, I was expecting virtually nothing to happen when I turned them on, but the ANC works way better than I thought it would. It's not on the same level as Bose or Sony, but again, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but for this price, it's pretty striking how well these functioned the more I used them. Now, if you're already in a quiet room, turning on the ANC is not going to do much of anything, so keep that in mind. But I brought these to my office last week, where right now there's a bunch of construction going on the floor above, and there's, constant humming from air vents, and man, I was legit impressed by the performance. The active noise cancelling paired with the strong passive noise cancelling from the consistent seal on the drivers really blocked out most of the annoying noises and made listening to music super immersive. Now, I will say turning on the ANC will make your music even more light in terms of sound quality, but if you turn the bass boost on, you get a much fuller sound, and it doesn't get as muddy as turning on the bass boost with the ANC off. I was able to keep these on for extended periods of time without feeling uncomfortable, and here's the kicker. OVC claims that the H15's internal battery provides up to 60 hours of active noise cancelling before it needs to be recharged. 60 hours. Now, I haven't even been able to deplete the battery on this yet to see if that number is accurate, but what I can say is that I've worn them for well over 10 hours, and I still have both LED indicators on, which tells me that I'm not even close to needing a charge yet. Plus, if you don't use the active noise cancelling and you're just listening to music, you don't even use the internal battery, it's just simple plug and play. Okay, I am super impressed by these, but there are some minor limitations. First, the way the headphones are designed, they're not ideal for taking on the move or for exercising. The cable again is really long, and with the remote and the noise cancelling module, it makes for a clunky set of earbuds for active on-the-go folks. These are more ideal for travel, like if you're going to be on an airplane for an extended period of time, or for work sessions. I'm definitely bringing these to work every day now because I find that I'm a lot less distracted with them on. The other limitation is form factor. The fact that these are wired headphones in an age where the headphone jack has become an endangered species, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I would be curious to see if OVC can make the next iteration of the H15s Bluetooth. Other than these minor things, I really can't find much negative to say about these. I mean, for $45, this is an incredible value. But hey, dying to hear your thoughts on these. What do you guys think of the H15s? Would you guys consider going for these over the Bose QC20s? Or would you stick with the creme de la creme when it comes to active noise cancelling? Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. That's about it for this review. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you guys liked it. It really helps me out. If you guys missed my last review on this wacky water bottle speaker, I'll leave a link to that in the description and in the end card in case you want to check it out. If you want to see more reviews like this, I make one every single week, so hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you can be the first to know when a new JSO review is dropped and you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.